Good morning. Now, you know me now pretty good. You know that I'm not going to ask you if it's okay if I be honest and straight with you because you know I'm going to. So I'm not even going to bother to ask. That's what it's like when you hang out with me. Sometimes I give you TMI, too much information, but it's always authentic and real coming from me. So grab your coffee or tea and come hang out with me. Got my coffee here today. It's not quite morning right now, because I got up and was having a little bit of, you hear my voice, a little bit of issues with allergies starting to act up and act a fool. But that's what it is. I talked to you guys about us all having our challenges that we face. And yesterday, my challenge was my blow dryer wasn't working. Well, today it was. So you see the difference. We all have different challenges that we face, but we also all come with our own special things that we have in our lives. I'm blessed to have a lot of naturally curliness to my hair, so that all I need to do is shape it and bend it a different way to make it livable for me to deal with. And some people struggle with that because they're either their hair is curlier and they have to battle to straighten it out, or it's straighter and they want to have more curl in it. So it seems that we're never happy, right? With what it is that we have and that we're dealing with. The thing is, risers, I want us to realize that we don't need to be comparing ourselves to other people all the time. And that's what happens as humans, right? It's human nature to look at others and think that they have it so much better and wanting what other people want. But really, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for you to have that happiness within yourself, being happy with yourself and being happy with the life that you have. You can always, and I teach clients, we can have more, be more, do more, and earn more. But we have to utilize the gifts and talents that God has given us in order to help us to have that in our own lives, to create what is meant for us, living within our own purpose, not someone else's, and not being trying to be someone else, just be a better version of ourselves. So the past couple days, I've been talking to you guys about our judgment and having better judgment, because we know that through having poor choices, making poor choices from our judgment that wasn't so good, we learn, right? We learn those lessons and we gain the wisdom. And I was talking to you about how, where to go get your wisdom, and getting your wisdom from somebody that's already been there, somebody that's walked that walk, talked that talk, and has that experience that they can share with you. Either that or it's you having to do it all on your own. And we know that takes time and everything, that to develop that relationship and that understanding of what works for you, what doesn't, that all comes from wisdom. So what I wanted to share with you guys, for me, and I shared it in the social media post that you see I put out today already. And it is, I want you to understand, for me, and because it may be helpful for you, is that when I feel, and with everything that's going on in the world, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like there's storms brewing everywhere. There's storms brewing and surrounding us. And and we need to be able to have some peace and find some peace and calm in this, because a lot of stuff is being stirred up to make us lose our focus, and they don't want us to have our sense of peace. The distractions, right? So with what I'm going to recommend, and I do for myself, is I connect to my source, right? For me, for me, the Lord God is the creator of all things that ever have been, that are, and ever will be. So for me to find that peace in the storm and find that and connect and build my firm foundation upon all those things. So when we are looking at connecting that way, because we don't, I firmly confess, I don't have all the answers, but I know the creator has them because he's the one. How, how does the earth work? How, the air, we don't see it, but we breathe it into our lungs and it keeps us alive and we know we need to have it. So the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the sun that shines on our skin, we all need these things. We need the trees to take in the carbon and release the oxygen. Looking at and so connecting to the source of all these things. So spending time in nature actually helps me to find that balance in within me to help battle against the stress that our bodies take on and emotionally, physically, everything of what's going on in the world. So I am just going to recommend again with for everyone, start spending some time in looking at nature, watching the birds fly, watching the waves in the water, watching a watching the flame flickering in a fire. All these things can help us to be able to just exist, right? Just let everything else go and just connect to source. It's not warm enough now for me to be out on the grass barefoot, but it won't be long and I will be out there. I will be out there barefoot on the grass. I will be out there hugging the trees. All of these things because it helps me to connect to even better to the Lord God. For me, he is where I go to for my source of all my wisdom. It's everything that we need to know came from God. Everything, read the Bible. It is all there. That's our blueprint for our ways to live our life. All the wisdom that we need is there. And everything and through everything that he has created. And he created the stars, the moon, the sun, the air, the water. Just take a moment and really start thinking about that. If you're looking for better judgment, if you're looking for more peace in your heart and in your soul. All right, risers, until next time, continue to rise above the challenges that life bring your way. Those storms are coming. Be ready for them. Have a wonderful